I will start with my own understanding of what social power is. So I would define social power as the potency of socially integrated individuals to accomplish specific predetermined values. In my view, the relationship between an individual and social power can be approached in two opposite ways. The first approach considers the role of the individual in constructing social power and focuses on the connection between the individual expression and social progress. The second approach treats the influence of the growth of social power on the individual and thus looks at how the society empowers or disempowers the individual. In the previous course organized by the World Academy and the World University Consortium that dealt with individuality, it has been shown how an individual can contribute to social change with new ideas. Here the question is more precise. How much and in which ways can the social structure influence an individual so that he or she may bring in positive changes important for society? Furthermore, what are the characteristics of socially integrated individual and how do they enable the person to either influence or draw upon social potential? I argue that the development of social power requires an understanding of not only the heterogeneity of the social membership, referring to individual and group characteristics, values, skills, etc., but also the subtle phenomena that gives dynamism to the structure. The human creative intentionality may be assumed to be responsible for induction of this dynamism. Consequently, the stimulation of the maximal development and expression of human capacity may be considered crucial for the enhancement of social power. Each individual is a unique source of dynamism, while the social organization is the medium in which his or her capacity is expressed, spread, and intensified. To create an environment supportive of free individual expression does not mean to give a limitless opportunity to each individual, but to provide a space where he or she may create and responsibly inhabit. We need to identify and promote the values that can maximize the expression of the individual potential, but also organize it to be mutually beneficial. The social structure embodied in social institutions can indeed help an individual become the agency of social change, and thus attain the capacity to creatively contribute to social progress. The most obvious example of such institution is education. Through education, it is possible not only to empower the individual to realize his or her capacities, but also to create opportunities to project or magnify the impact of certain values that may be beneficial for the others. Another example is entrepreneurship, namely a continuous financial support provided to entrepreneurs by the banking sector with the appropriate state guarantees would definitely help them realize their ideas easier, resulting in concrete contributions to economic growth and in spreading the entrepreneurial spirit throughout the social structure. This line of thought follows the dialectics between the structure and the agency, which social science has been dealing with for quite some time. Anthony Giddens, the founder of the theory of structuration, in which the structure and agency are seen as complementary, claims that the individual autonomy is under the influence of the structure, but the structure is sustained and adapted to the agency. The social structure does not have an inherent stability apart from the human action because it is constructed by humans. Giddens states that the structure of social organization has the dynamics determined by human agency, which makes it impossible for its pattern to have unchangeable characteristics. The social structure is at the same time limiting and enabling. Through its reflexivity, the human agency modifies the social structure, acting outside the limits of the structure that the structure has imposed. Besides, Peter Berger and Thomas Luckman state that the relationship between the structure and the agency is such that society forms individuals who create society in a continuous dialectic process. In the end, my question still is where the motivation for an individual human agency comes from and to which extent its reflexive role can influence the evolution of social structure.